Oh, why did my microphone not turn on? Hold on. Okay, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Vays. I totally forgot about the stream today, and I have to be on an interview at the top of the hour, then I'm immediately running out to dinner. So we are going straight to the charts, and this is going to be a dream for some people because it's about to be a 7-minute show. Let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart remains very, very nicely looking. That is the monthly chart, not where I was going. Weekly chart remains very nicely looking as well. We are breaking the MRI resistance line. We have made a new all-time high. We are making a new all-time high weekly close. It is very likely we will get the all-time high weekly close. The weekly chart remains very bullish. The MRI is bullish. The moving averages are bullish. The lucid SARs are going up very nicely. And based on the weekly scale, this thing is only getting started and can go directly to $100,000. Now, what about the 4-day chart? The 4-day chart is our Consensio chart. Our 4-day Consensio chart also looks incredibly good. It is telling you to remain 100% bullish in your Bitcoin allocation. In my case, it is my entire portfolio allocation because right now I think Bitcoin in its bull market is the best asset to hold. That is my risk assessment. You, of course, have your own risk assessment. The daily chart is not as beautiful as the higher level time frame. So this is what we're going to focus on. First things first, we are looking at the funding rate, and we'll get that big spike out of the way. And the funding rate is clearly starting to get into that overbought area, favoring the bears. The RSI is grossly overbought, but until it goes back below 70, it's not really calling for any bear markets. The MACD is even more ridiculous, but the MACD doesn't really have an upper bound, so it can keep on going. And the CMF looks very strong. The volume, however, looks a little bit weak. That's not a bearish case. That's just not something, I mean, you would like to see stronger volume. Okay, let's talk price. Let's talk MRI. The MRI gave us an MRI top on the 19th of October. The 19th of October was a Tuesday. Today is a Thursday. Now, I never take on any long trades, the candle following the MRI top. That's because I give it an additional candle to get the blow off top in the asset, especially when we've been rising steadily. There was consolidation prior to the MRI top, which opened the possibility that we are going to keep going higher. However, I will trust the MRI over that possibility. But like I said just now, the MRI allows me in my trading to give me one extra candle. So what I usually wait for is if today's candle starts trading above yesterday's candle, that nullifies the high probability of a correction. That has not yet happened. The high was made in yesterday's candle, and today's candle actually took a serious nosedive all the way to below $61,000. The low was $60,750. So if you had some stop, and it looks like this happened across many exchanges. So if you had your stop losses set, those stop losses clearly got hit, okay? So this is why I am still in a neutral position on a daily scale. I still think there will be a 1 to 4 candle pullback. Is it possible that the pullback has already happened? It is, right? Because we just fell like $8,000, right? So how much from the high late night yesterday? And it's funny how we broke out the all-time high immediately after I finished my stream, and I had to run out to dinner because I was running late yesterday as well. We fell over $6,000 in 24 hours. Is that a big enough pullback? Well, we fell $6,000 on a $66,000 price of Bitcoin. That is almost a 10% move. Bitcoin just moved 10% in half a day and fully recovered. All right. So I just say a 1 to 4 candle correction. But if it happens in half a candle, it happens in half a candle. Like for example, we could have had 4 down days in the price of Bitcoin with 64,000 being the top. We could have had 4 bad days and stayed within a $3,000 drop. We could have fallen $1,000 each day for 3 days, creating a 1 to 4 candle correction, and not even falling as low as we did, and not even falling from as high as we did. So I have no idea if this correction is over. If this candle, let's put it this way, right? If by end of day, the price of Bitcoin is above $64,000 by end of day, I would say this correction is probably over and we're going to go higher. But if by end of day we're sitting below $64,000, then this correction could be bigger. I'm still leaning towards a correction all the way to the mid $50,000 range, sometimes later this month, and then the big breakout. So right now, I would not be rushing into any trades, even though the 4-day and the weekly are certainly bullish. I am pretty much out of time. This is not a good looking chart on the 1 hour. It looks like it's about to get squeezed between the moving averages and probably head down a little bit. And the 4-hour chart's probably not that interesting. I got like the Darth Maul candle going. MRIs here, not much. Peak attritional markets. Oh, look at that. Look at the premium on GBTC. The premium on GBTC is certainly spiking. People are picking it up and people are going to be arbitraging between it. So that's great. So I remain a holder of GBTC. I am waiting for that premium to go to 0. I am going to get out of my GBTC at a higher than an all-time high. That I'm very certain of that. Obviously not as nice as I wanted it, but remember, I wasn't 100% in back here. I added back down there to be 100% bullish. So my portfolio is doing pretty good. Dominance, not that interesting. Gold, I remain bullish on gold, but it's not exactly all that interesting either. I remain very bullish on oil. That one doesn't seem to be moving at the moment, so let's not discuss it. The S&P 500, I am bullish on the S&P 500, but the S&P 500 should top next week for a similar double top to Bitcoin. 1 to 4 candle correction, probably into the moving average golden cross, and then to a new all-time high and beyond. And that's it. That is it for me. Thank you all. Oh yeah, how did Jay... Yeah, see, this could be a bullish trade upcoming. I said this is probably going to correct into the moving averages, but if tomorrow we are trading above today's candle, we're going to get that green star. We're going to nullify the MRI top, and then this stock could certainly go higher. All right, guys, I got to run. I got an interview that starts in 3 minutes, and I got to figure out how to connect to it and talk to you all on the next one. Bye, guys.